What's your name?
Sequoia.
Sequoia Sherriff?
I don't remember 3 years of my life. From preschool to grade 2 is just a blank spot in my memory, like a puzzle that's just missing that final piece. I had only been able to come up with one scrap of memory, flipping the yellow light on in the basement bathroom and squinting at my reflection in the mirror. I had been barely tall enough to see my pudgy face in the glass, but I remember repeating one question. Why do I look like this? Within that question were the underlying questions of, why was my skin darker than everyone else? Why was my hair in ringlets, not straight sheets? Why wasn't I normal? But it all funneled down to, why do I look like this? Slowly bits and pieces would appear in my mother's memory. Don't you remember what people used to say to you? Do you remember what happened to you? Part of me didn't want to know, didn't want to find out what lay behind that mental curtain. But part of me did want to know. It was like being a detective, cracking the case of my own life. My mom told me about the time my best friend said she didn't like dark-skinned people. She told me about the time a girl in my class told me that I wasn't allowed to sit with the rest of the class because I looked different. She told me about the time I told her I didn't like the color of my skin. The more she told me, the more the shards of memory started to fall back into place, and the more I realized how it affected me. I had always felt out of place, lost between wanting to be something I wasn't and desiring to be anything but what I was. I wasn't Asian enough to hang out with the Asian kids, not white enough to hang out with the white kids. Each of my 8 ethnicities cut me into uneven portions, placing me further and further apart from where I wanted to be, further away from knowing who I was. Now college applications are flooding in, and the same question that I had been asking myself in the mirror so many years ago is being asked in a billion different ways. Who are you? Colleges expect you to know exactly who you are. They expect you to be wrapped up with a neat little bow. They want you to be the ultimate candidate, sure of what you want to do, sure of what type of person you are. But I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am, and I don't think I've ever known who I am. There's no category, no box, no specific checkmark that I fit in entirely. No matter how much I've tried, no matter how much I've clutched at the desire to fit in, it's always evaded me. But for the moment, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with not fully knowing who I am.